the Lakers were already up by 35 points in Game 4. LeBron decided to drain his own logo three-pointer right after crossing half court to put LA up 38. The shot was from almost the same exact spot as Damian Lillard's logo shot from Game 1. And the big lead suggests that LeBron's shot was an answer, saying, quote, the only reason James fired that shot from that spot at that moment was to mark his territory. Chris Broussard is still with us, but Skip, I would like to start with you. Should the Blazers have taken this personally?
I don't know what made me sicker. LeBron doing this or LeBron getting a pass for doing this. Yeah, if I were a Trailblazer, I would have been offended and outraged. And I would take my offense and my outrage into this game tonight, in which they are 13.5-point underdogs, and they should play with some rage and retaliation just for that. The game clearly had been way decided. The Lakers were up 35 points, and LeBron James, the king, as he calls himself, had the audacity to take and make a 36-foot shot and then run back up the court, giving it a yes, 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 as if you just hit a game-winning walk-off shot in Game 7. What are you doing, LeBron James? He is lucky that this is the ultimate rub-your-nose-in-it shot. It's the ultimate showboating, hot-dogging, front-running shot that if you were playing the sport of baseball, you would get the next pitch the next time up right between your eyes, right at your ear, because you saw what happened in baseball last week. Fernando Tatis playing for San Diego against the Rangers. It's 1 out in the 8th. They're up 10-3, and it's 3-0, and he swings on a 3-0 pitch, and he jacks it, a grand slam. And the Rangers were so outraged that Manny Machado was up next, and where did the pitch go? It went behind him. It's called a purpose pitch. A message got sent. Chris Woodward, the Rangers manager, got tossed for signing off on this.
He ordered the cold red, huh?
Yeah, that's right. But he said after the game, we took that personally as a group. You should too, Trailblazers. 13.5 dogs that you are tonight. You don't have Damian Lillard, obviously. You don't have Zach Collins, but you got Melo, you got Gary Trent Jr., and you got Whiteside, and you got Nurkic, and you got those kids who've all come in and played pretty good big minutes for you. Come out and play it like you mean it. Give it right back to the king and those front-running Lakers who will not take you at all seriously tonight and make this a game. I want to see you effectively fight back and effectively go down swinging.
So before you go, Chris, so what should the Blazers do? The Blazers should come out and do what now?
Play harder. You know, push back. I want to see a physical game. I want to see LeBron get bounced around a little bit. I want to see a little Marcus Morris action. That's what I want to see. Yeah.
You know what, Skip? Here's what I say to the Blazers. Take it personally. Be offended. Be upset. Be ticked off, whatever you want. This is when I didn't play pro sports, of course, like Shannon did. But I do not want to hear pros complain about somebody running up the score, somebody taking a 35-footer when the game's out of hand, somebody dunking when the game is, you know, out of hand or anything like this. If you don't like it, stop them. Yep. That's it. If you don't like LeBron James taking a 35-footer, then defend him. Block the shot, come back, hit a 35-footer in his face, dunk on him, whatever. These are pros. You are being paid to do this. It's not CYO, not YMCA, not NCAA even. You are paid to do it. So I hate it when I hear about, the unwritten rules. I love what Fernando Tatis did.
Me too.
He got him a grand slam.
Yep.
You know,
a cheap ball behind.
Right. Strike me out next time if you don't like it. So I'm totally fine with what LeBron did. I do. Look, knowing LeBron, LeBron doesn't like being shown up. I know he respects Dame Lillard. We all know that. But he doesn't like anybody showing him up or getting a little more love than him. And so I do think there's no coincidence that he took that shot from about where Dame took it and buried it.
What
and
are you
he was
talking
in his
about? That game was close. In fact, the Trailblazers were, as usual, trailing in that game when he took that shot.
You should have took it.
No, I'm not saying the circumstance was the same, but where it was on the floor, he's showing you Dame is great, but I can do it too. And he did do it. So
35?
I'm totally fine with it. Yes.
You're not
If you don't
playing
like the
basketball.
Blazers, come out and
You're
beat us
showboating.
Hold up.
Come out and beat us tonight then.
Chris, I remember in 2007, the New England Patriots were up 35-0 on the half at the Tennessee Titans. That was the year Tom Brady was the first unanimous MVP. They end up going on. Tom Brady is throwing touchdown passes late in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
59-0. Not one time did I hear Skip Bayless talking about you shouldn't run this score up. Hold on.
Okay, time out.
Yeah.
Did he throw an 80-yard bomb on 3rd and short? Did he do that? See, that'd just be tricking them. That'd be rubbing their nose in it.
He's running his offense.
He's just running the offense.
Yeah, that's what LeBron
he's
did.
playing football. LeBron's not playing basketball.
Yes, he is.
No,
what are you playing? Let me tell you what the Blazers should
That's
do.
a common shot today's NBA.
Oh,
Chris,
yeah.
Skip,
LeBron takes them right and left.
Let me tell you what the
routinely.
Blazers should do tonight. They should pack all their bags and bring them to the arena. So that way, once they lose this game, they can go right to the airport and get on the plane and get back to Portland. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
Because that's it. The lady, she's in the corner, and she having some warm water with lemon. She warming up them vocal cords because it's over. It's over, Skip Bayless. You know that, I know that. And this is what we know about LeBron. You remember early in the year when Zion dunked on Kuzma? What did LeBron come back right down the court and do, Chris? Launched a 40-footer to say, oh, you think you bad? You think you better than me?
No, you think
Zion ain't got nothing on me.
Well, wait until the Lakers run headlong into the Clippers. Let's see who's got that dog in him. Let's see who's mentally toughest because it ain't the king.
Hey, look here. My guy, and on AD, they on a mission.
Yeah.
They on a mission. Like I said, Chris, I may
Skip,
or may not have communicated with the both of them. I may or may not. That's neither here nor there.
You know this is mental and physical athletic warfare. And if taking that 35-footer sends a message to the Blazers and buries
put them in their
what's
place.
wrong with doing it?
Yeah, the
Well,
worst
he put 'em in the
defensive
place.
team in basketball. Just shut them down. Shoot a 36-footer when they're down 35.
Yeah.
Make it 38.
He put 'em
Go.
in their place.
Yes.
He put them in their
That's
place
what I'm
by
talking
putting
about.
Down 35.
What don't get down 35?
Well,
But see, Skip, here's the thing. This is what I tell you. This is what man, don't run the score up on you.
Yeah.
I do you a favor if I run the score up on you. Because, see, if I beat you by a few points, you think a few possessions here, a few possessions there, we could have won this game. I beat you by 50, you know you got no chance.
the Clippers scored 151 points last night playing basketball. They just played basketball.
Hello.
They did it the right way.
Why are you shooting
They
threes?
don't have to
Hold
showboat.
up. Hey,
They don't have to front run.
Chris, why you up 30 points, 40 points, and you come in shooting threes? Because guess what? You're playing basketball. LeBron James playing basketball.
Yes. Yes.
He might pull up.
That's what I'm talking
Ain't no
about.
telling where he gonna pull up from the night.
Come on, Trailblazers.
He might
Show
pull-
me something.
he might pull up from
Have
Key
some
West.
They got
pride.
something. They
Make it a
did.
fair
You know,
fight tonight.
2-3 Cancun. They can't wait to get out of that bubble.
It's over, Skip.
Good.
Skip, you had a great run. Skip, you had a great run.
I saw the champs on display last night.
It's like Cinderella in basketball. You know, when you get that 12, that 14 seed, and they win a couple of games, get to the Sweet 16, hey, you had a great run.
Yeah, it's
But
a
it's
fun
over now.
time, but it can't go all the way
It's
most
over
of
now.
the time. I personally love LeBron's confidence, only because I wish I could do that. You know, it's a little different when you watch him do it. Chris Broussard, always a pleasure. We'll check in with you soon. Next, guys, should LeBron be concerned about, two rising stars in the West?
Yep.
You may have to look out for. We'll tell you and explain next.